Atlanta, Georgia. It's At Home with AJ. And now, your hosts, Anthony S. and Jasmine.
Thank you. Wow. Anthony.
Yes, Jazz.
Here we are.
We're here.
It's our very first show.
Can you believe it?
No, I'm so excited.
A year ago.
Balloons everywhere.
Isn't that nice?
Kick.
Isn't that nice?
Yes. I'm going to have a seat.
A year ago, we talked about doing this, and the year went by so fast, Jazz, that, it just came on us. We're here. We're ready. Everybody on Facebook has basically told us, by showing us how much they love us, y'all need to do this. So here we are.
Yes, and we also have with us Little Anthony.
Little Anthony.
We know that you've seen him all over Facebook. This is our baby bear. This is our mascot. We love
Little Anthony
to life.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
So, Anthony, we said that we would begin our show with some good news.
Yes.
Any good news today?
Well, the good news is I heard that down in Tuskegee, Alabama, there are, when school finally got back in, there are men who, or how should I put it?
I remember that story. There's a group of men, they're all businessmen, all professionals, and they do this thing where they greet the kids coming back to school.
Right. And I've never seen that, but it's so encouraging to see something like that. They're actually out there, hundreds of men out there, cheering these kids to come back to school. I never got that when I was going to school.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Our children need all the encouragement that they can get.
Yes.
That is for sure.
So that's really good news. First of all, how you doing?
I am doing great.
You're looking good.
I'm going to put some eyes on.
I hear you. Put your eyes on. You know how we do. I got to put mine on too.
I'm loving this. I'm so excited. I am so excited.
Happy birthday. This is our birthday show. Our first show. We welcome everyone to come into our living room. Every week we will be here. We welcome everyone to come into our living room and share At Home with AJ. Be here with us every week. Hey.
Right. Another thing that we're going to feature here on the show is that we ask all of our Facebook friends, all our friends in social media to send us questions. We have a page on Facebook called Ask AJ.
Ask AJ.
And we do have two questions. One is from a Mr. Jonathan Weeder from South Charleston, Ohio. And Jonathan wants to know, he says, okay, AJ, I need some help. How do I tell a woman that I love her and I don't know how to put it into words? Well, Anthony, what would you tell Mr. Weeder?
Well, I'll tell Mr. Weeder. What I would tell you. Just be honest. Just tell her straightforward how much you care about her, how much you love her. I'll do whatever it takes to make you smile.
And there you have it. That's exactly what I told him to show her.
Just show her.
That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah. Action speaks louder than words. I always say that. Action speaks louder than words, right, baby?
There you go. There you go.
You know how we do.
Okay, the other question is from Mr. Carl David. And Mr. Carl Davis, he has a problem.
What's his problem?
He is a devout Christian, and his girlfriend, she really didn't go to church a lot, but she goes when he goes. So he wants to know what he should do about that. How should he address that? You know, and I kind of told him that she really loves him, and she's doing these things for him. No, she doesn't go all the time, but she will go with him. He has to understand that what she's doing from her heart. She's loving him the best way she knows how.
Hey.
And he's just got to find some way to deal with that.
Roll with it.
What do you think about that, Anthony?
That was good. Just got to roll with it. You know? Just got to roll with it, man. It'll be okay.
Yeah. But if you have a question that you want to share with AJ, please feel free to contact us on...
Contact us on Facebook, or you can contact us at our email address, which is anthonyjasmine5659@yahoo.com.
That's right.
Amen. Amen. Hey, we've got a very exciting guest on the show today.
I know. I am so excited.
I've been hearing a lot about this lady. She is the talk of the town. Okay. She is a mom. She is an author. She is a producer. She's also a lyricist. I didn't know that. She is a poet, a director, a stylist, and an editor.
Right. She's a stylist because I love the way she dresses and her hair, her beautiful locks.
Editor, wow. Introducing Atlanta's own, the queen of word song, Miss Dee Robinson.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, girl. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you, Dee.
Miss Robinson.
Thank you for having me here.
Okay, have a seat. Have a seat.
Is it okay if I sit by little
Little
Anthony here?
Of course, he loves it.
Little Anthony.
And I
Loves
just
the
happen to
attention.
have an affinity toward little bears.
Little Anthony likes his hair rubbed. I don't know, something.
Well, Dee, tell us what you've been doing. I know it's a lot. So tell
Okay.
us.
Since when?
Oh, my goodness.
Since when?
You know, I'm always doing something. So.
I know. We have
We got
books,
CDs,
movies,
books here.
CDs.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Okay, well, we
You
can
know.
talk about the book.
You know.
This book started off as I was going to do a one-woman show because people like to hear about my funny stories. I have a lot of escapades. Things happen, you know. And when I tell the stories about them, people would say, you need to do something with that. So I was going to do a one-woman show. So I started making notes. The notes turned into this book.
Okay, now tell us the name of this book. It has a very, very peculiar name.
It's called The Capricious and Anecdotal Sojourn of a Woman Who Sometimes Processes Information in a Peculiar Fashion.
Now, how did you come up with that title?
Well, you know, because I do things on a whim. I have a capricious nature. And so the title came about, it really describes me to a T, even the part about the peculiar fashion. I process information in a peculiar fashion. And so that's why I just named it This is True.
Now, Dee, for those out there who don't know what capricious means.
Okay, capricious means whimsical. You know, just fancy, just flights of fancy. You know, I think I'll go to the moon. You know, like that. Not literally the moon, but similar to that. And anecdotal is just the true stories. It's true story.
Okay. You mean to tell me all the stories in that book are true for this?
Every word.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing that some of the names have changed. Not all of them, but some of the names have changed.
There's
protect the guilty.
There's one story in there. You said going to meet the prince, or I met the prince.
Dinner with the
Dinner
prince.
with the prince. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the name of the restaurant was the Petit Prince.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
That's why I named it that.
In Paris. Dee has done she's done a lot of traveling, and Anthony, you read a story in the book also.
Yeah, I believe it was page 195, if I'm not mistaken, something about you being in, was it Florida?
What happened on 195? Breakdown in Cali.
In Cali, thank you.
California.
Yes, that was page 195, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got the page right, because I looked at it. What? You know, I was talking to Jazz, I said, what happened in Cali? What's up? So tell us, breakdown in Cali. What happened in Cali, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
We were driving across country. My best friend and I were driving across. She was moving. She asked me to ride with her. So we were driving across country, and we had a series of incidents that happened, and it was so unreal. I mean, from the beginning to the end. We met a cast of characters. I'll just give an example of one. We had been driving a couple of days, and we were sweaty, and so she went in the restaurant to get something to eat, and I said, I'll just sit here and wait for you to come back. So I dozed off, and I woke up, somebody was hitting the window. So I woke, he said, roll the window down. And I wouldn't roll the window. I said, I wouldn't. He said, no, roll the window down. So I rolled it a little bit, and he said, I was just checking on you. I thought you were dead. And so I said, so you just walk through parking lots, knocking on windows, looking for dead people? And he said, no, I was just worried about you. And so by then, Kathy came out of the restaurant. And so she got in the car, and so he was standing on the side of the door. And so she said, ask him if we can go to his house and take a shower.
Oh my gosh.
So I asked him if we could go to his house and take a shower, and he said, yeah. We didn't know him, but we went. We were sweaty. We had been driving a couple of days, so we went to his house to take a shower, and little stuff happened. I mean, it was everything you think could happen.
So you have to get the book.
You have to get the book
to see what happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
That
of
was just
stories.
one. That was just one incident. That was the most innocent one.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of stories in this book. And she tells me it's true.
Every word.
Yeah, because
Oh
we
my
were
gosh.
skimming through it, and I kind of came across that Cali thing. I said, when I see it, we're going to ask them about that Cali thing.
Every word. And the
Yeah.
guy, they met some guys, and they took the car apart. Everything. They took the car apart. We were having trouble, and they wanted to help, and we dozed off because we had been driving so long. And when we woke up, they had taken the battery. They took the motor out. Everything was on the ground on a blue tarp. Unbelievable.
Wow. Wow. What kind of car was it?
It was, what was that car? I don't know. A little Subaru. It was a Subaru.
Okay.
Well, I tell you that. That's kind of funny. Almost sounds like something like that happened to me in New York. I had a little Pinto, and every time I went to New York, someone would steal the battery. I don't think we have cars like that anymore, but they would take my battery. I'm all over New York trying to find a battery for this little car.
Wow. Well, from time to time, a list goes out for what parts are in demand.
I know that's true in Detroit. I know it's true in Detroit.
That's true. Parts are in demand. Right now, certain cars are in demand for catalytic converters.
Oh my goodness.
You've been hearing about that, right?
Oh yeah. Well, we love Detroit. We love New York, and
that's my hometown too.
Oh, and speaking of that, Dee, tell us, where are you from?
Gary, Indiana.
Gary.
And you know what my next question is.
I can imagine.
Is that the
Jackson?
Jackson 5's territory?
That's their hometown.
Yeah.
I went to school with them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tell us.
I went
Tell
to
us
school
some
with
stories.
I went to school. I was in Tito's class. Tito and I shared classes. Jermaine was a class under us, and Jackie was 2 classes above us.
What was the name of the high school or school?
When we were in school together, we went to Beckman Junior High School, and then we went to Roosevelt.
Okay. Now, were they big stars or just kind of getting their name around and people
They
knew
were
them?
big Gary style. They were very well known.
They were big in Gary.
Very well known. They were local celebrities always.
And now you did share with me that you had a boyfriend, one of the Jacksons.
Oh, Tito, little high school stuff.
Yeah, we heard about that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
what was that like?
Okay, I tell you.
How do you date Tito? How do you date a Jackson?
He wasn't
date
Tito.
Tito?
He wasn't the Tito that we knew. He was a classmate, fell in classes and everything. When at that time, he was just a regular guy. And I remember one thing. He used to have a little bit extra money because they used to do the little gigs and they, get $5 for a gig. And I remember we used to have book rental. Did you have book rental in school? We had to pay a little fee every 6 months or so to use the books, like $1.50, something like that.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
So I didn't pay my book rental, and I remember one time Tito had just got his little $5 for the gig the night before, and so I had gotten a note saying that I needed to pay my book rental, and I remember he gave me his little $5. I said, "Oh, what a guy! That was so sweet."
Wow.
So he was a nice guy.
Now see, you could have been Dee Robinson Jackson.
Well, we'll talk about last names later.
Well, I came down to Atlanta in 1996. So Dee, when did we meet?
I met you in 2004.
2004. And Dee was working on an all-female group that she called the Black Pearls.
Yes. Honestly, it was 2005. What happened was, again, I was working on one project and it turned into something else. I was going to do a spoken word CD. I had met JB and I wanted him to produce music for me to do another spoken word CD. But I was having a birthday party. And at the birthday party, everybody was coming up singing. They were just singing songs to me, and I felt so proud. And I saw so much talent and beauty and all of those. Everybody was just doing such a wonderful job, but the women in particular that night were off the chain.
Wow.
Woman after woman came up with all this skill and creativity, and they were so beautiful, and they had different styles. One woman sang blues, one woman sang R&B, one woman did a hip hop, and so I was just so impressed. So I told JB, I said, instead of focusing on me, on the spoken word CD, I want to produce all these different women under one collective, and we'll call them the Black Pearls. And so that's how it happened. And it was in 2005, because that's when the CD came out, right?
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, we got a copy of it right here.
And you can get this CD on cdbaby.com.
It's on all of the sites. It's on iTunes.
iTunes,
all the
Amazon.
stores,
I had a lot of fun doing this CD. And there are 9 beautiful women on this CD. And Dee, tell us a little bit about the songs that are on this CD. They're a little unique.
Well, I'm a songwriter, and so I wrote these songs, and we kind of matched the woman's voice with the song. And these songs I had, some of them I had already written. A couple of them I came up with after the fact. But that's what it was. Only one was a cover. The one, Summertime, that was a cover.
Summertime,
but to make it unique, we incorporated a spoken word piece in the middle of it. And we got the vocalists to sing it the original way, which is operatic. It was an opera. That's how it's supposed to sound. You remember when Thresher did it?
Right.
People thought, why is she singing it like that? That's the way it was originally.
From like Porgy and Bess. Yeah.
There's a song on there, I believe it's called Lady Sax.
No, that's on
That's Woman Flower.
Woman Flower.
Oh.
Woman Flower is her first CD.
Okay.
She's got.
Okay.
How many CDs you have out there?
Well, 2 in my name, and then this one,
And
you
Black
guys did that
Pearl.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Woman Flower was her first CD, and Anthony fell in love with that song.
I spoke a little bit too soon, but again, we peeped your albums, and there was a song on there called Woman Sax, and the reason why I'm speaking about it because I blow tenor sax.
Right, you can relate.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
A lot of folks don't know that, but I'm a tenor saxophone player for many, many years. Most people think I'm just a lounge singer.
Okay, okay.
No, I do a
So she
little
was
bit more.
talking to you. She was talking to you.
Yeah, so I actually
Yeah.
understand that I'm not just a lounge singer, but I do play a tenor sax.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
I
very
blow.
erotic song. When I first heard
Yeah.
Lady Sax.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people thought I was talking about a guy.
Yeah.
I did too.
It's if the saxophone could speak, she was describing the relationship between the horn and the blower.
And that's exactly true because when you're playing, you actually you're so involved in this.
It becomes your woman.
It becomes a part of you also, and basically it's like you're making love to. It's like making love to someone. So yeah, so I can relate to that.
Yeah, he tells me that all the time. When he's cleaning his sax and he's saying, Jazz, you
gotta
gotta
take
hold
care
it
of
just right. Don't pick it up by the neck. You gotta pick it
You
up
gotta
a
pick it
certain
up.
way.
You gotta pick her up at a certain way. Otherwise you'll break her. You see.
Well, that
So
song
there.
it epitomizes all of that, and
Yeah.
that CD is still on CD Baby.
It's become a cult classic. It sells. I mean, it sells as much as Grown and Sexy Lullabies. Yeah.
And that's
I'm
another
very proud
Grown and
about that.
Sexy Lullabies. Here's the Woman Flower CD.
Yeah. And when it originally came out, it was very unique. People had done spoken word CDs before, but they had not done it in that style. And my delivery, because when I did it, they thought I was singing, but I wasn't. It was spoken. But I don't know. They just thought I was singing, so they started calling me a singer.
That's how you
And I
came
said,
up with that phrase,
"No."
word song.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
said, no, I'm not a singer now. This is spoken word.
And the songs on the Black Pearl CD are also all poems that Dee wrote. They
Yeah, we turned them
originally
into
started
songs.
out
Yeah,
as
we turned them
poems.
into songs.
When I first heard Jazz Let Me Hear, when I first met Jazz, she said, Anthony, I want you to check this out. So she said, just put it in your car and just drive and just tell me what you think. So as I was going out and heading out, I put it in. And I was like, man, this is cool. This is different. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
As
It was
you're
very
listening,
interesting.
it kind of tells a story.
I didn't know what to expect at first, but then I was like, man, yeah. So I really kind of got into it. I said she is very interesting way of delivering spoken word, and so I was loving it.
But thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Sir. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're going to try to get Dee to do a poem for us. But before we get into that, we also want to talk about her other CD she has out called Grown and Sexy Lullabies.
Grown and sexy.
And that's exactly what it is. This CD is very, very erotic. It borders.
You think?
I think so. It
Now,
is.
Woman Flower is
It's
erotic.
more so.
Yeah, this is. I was trying to be romantic. I really believe in romance. Yeah.
It is.
Who was the producer on that one?
With JB, Julius Barnes produced all the music for that.
Okay.
JB Barnes.
We know JB.
He's
know JB.
we're going to have JB on the show.
Yes.
Because he produced all the songs on here as well.
JB's coming.
He
He'll be
produced all
here.
these songs as well.
Excellent producer.
Hopefully we can get JB. Hopefully in January, maybe, because he's so busy anyway.
He's
So
still
hopefully.
producing. He produced
Yeah.
a couple new songs for me.
And you have a new song out now, also.
As a matter of fact, I have enough now to do another CD rather than keep releasing singles because people ask me to sing on their tracks, and so I've got like 6 new songs. So I think I'm gonna put them all on one CD.
Yeah, you have that. She has that voice like you remind me of Erykah Badu.
You know what's so funny about that is they've always said that. They've always said that. And the other person is Sade. And so I guess if you like put them together, those two voices together, like a mashup between those two, because I don't really hear Erykah totally, and I don't hear Sade totally. I mean, I admire both of them, but I think if you put them together, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Kind of like Shabu.
There you go.
Mark that one.
There you go. Write that down.
You've heard it first.
Write that down.
Shabu.
So can we hear a little bit? Which one should we play? Hear a little bit of Grown and Sexy. Let me see. What about The Wizard of Oz?
Do it.
Can we hear a little bit of The Wizard of Oz? I love the title. How did you come up with the title for that?
You know, I have funny stories, right? You won't believe where that title came from. I was riding I was in D.C. I was on the bass, what was his name? Gil Scott Heron's the bass player, was a friend of mine.
Okay.
And he had sent for me to come to D.C. because Gil Scott was going to be performing.
Mm-hmm.
So Brother Gil Scott, he's not here, so I can say this. But he needed a little something to break the edge so he can do his show. Mm-hmm. So we went riding to find it, and during the ride we were just talking. And so I said, this is surreal. You know, I'm in the car riding around with Gil Scott looking for it. You know, I said, this is surreal. I said, this is like, I'm the Wizard of Oz. I said, I feel like I'm in the land of Oz. He said, the magical Wizard of Ooze and Oz.
Oh.
I remembered that. I stored it in the back of my head.
Wow.
That was about, maybe 2000. Mm-hmm. But I stored it in the back of my head, and I said, I'm going to write a poem about that one day. So last year I wrote the song. Mm-hmm. But that's where the title came from.
Did you dedicate that to Gil?
No, I didn't dedicate it to him, but he's in my heart with everything I do. Mm-hmm.
So you wrote a song about, here we go.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm lost. Can't find my way home. I think I need help from the Wizard of Oz. Magic moments of ecstasy. It's like he cast a spell on me. He's the Wizard of Oz.
Wow, that is nice. I like that. I think that's my favorite.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
But
so
I know
much.
that the other song that's really hot right now is I Like It.
Yeah, that was when it opened the doors for me.
Oh yeah, let's hear a little of that.
Gotta hear that one. Oh yeah. That saxophone.
Hey baby, I'm in love with you, and I like it, baby. I like every little thing you do.
Oh yeah, that's a stepper song.
Oh yeah.
You make me feel alright. I think about you day and night. You got me running home,
Nice. Nice.
so you won't be alone,
That's a
baby.
real stepper
That's
song.
real groove. That's real cool.
The steppers community has really embraced your music.
Yeah, they like it.
How do you feel about that?
It makes me
That's
feel
how
good to know
good
that there is a market that is that focuses on the mature artist, you know, because that is it's like a saving grace actually, because you know the music industry is geared toward very young people, 15, 16.
Yeah.
When you're 25, you're almost over the hill unless you are already established. So it was a saving grace. It was a blessing for them to embrace me like that.
Well, I think it's a game
Great.
changer, and it's needed.
Yeah.
You know, because I still buy music. You know, I want to buy music, and I like this is
Well, it
I
did
like it
very
like
well.
that.
You know, it's funny. It's a couple of stories about that. It did very well, that song. And when I went to Chicago the first time, everybody was so welcoming, and they were just, you know, they were loving on me, and I was receiving it all. But this one guy, he said, he stood in line for me to sign, autograph his copy. And then he said, you know what? That song is my biggest seller. And I said, I beg your pardon? He said, that's my biggest seller. He said, I get more requests from that than everything. He said, it's my girlfriend's favorite song. He was a bootlegger.
Ooh.
Yeah, selling my CD. He had had CDs on the table.
You know what I thought you was getting ready to say? He's in radio.
Me too.
You know.
No, this man had stacks and stacks of my
He's
CDs.
telling you he's bootlegging your
Yeah.
CD.
It's my biggest seller. I said, wow.
He said, you owe me some money.
He said, I'm just
Right.
buying. He said, I'm just buying it from you because I respect you. Because he stood in line to get a copy for me while I was there.
Oh my
But on the
gosh.
right over on the side, he had his own supply selling my stuff. I said, but thank you. I didn't know what else to say. You know.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
owe me some money. But
But the other thing that's funny about that particular song is that I wrote it for JB to sing because there's, I'm not I was always the background person. I never wanted to sing out there. I just wrote it for other people. And so when I gave it to him, we would always do a little scratch track so he could hear I wanted him to do it. And so when I did it, he said, "No, I'm not going to sing that." He said, "You sing that." And so I said, "No, it's for you." I said, "I'm not going to sing it." So he said, "Well, I'm not either." So I just threw it on my desk and kept it moving. And then Glenn T heard it. And he said, "Let me see what I can do with that." That's how it got out. So actually, that is just that's the scratch track. We never recorded it over. We just went with that.
sometimes sometimes it comes out
We
like
did it
that.
in one take. And
One take.
Because we were just trying it out, Things happen.
Like a good scratch. That was a good scratch.
Okay. It worked.
And so now the song that you have out now, and what's the name of the new song?
Well, I have a few, I have that you might be familiar with. Have you heard Groove with You?
I haven't heard that one yet.
Okay, that one's, there's a producer in Germany named Mr. Smart. And he asked me to work with him on a song, so I did that. And that song is called Groove with You. He sent the
okay.
music over here, and we recorded it here and sent it back to him.
Do we have a snippet of that? Groove with You?
I think that's the second song
Second song.
on the new one.
Grew with you.
Groove with You, yeah. It has a different feel. It has like a European flavor,
I guess you'll be going over there soon.
Yeah, I will. I've been invited. I just haven't got. My passport expired, so I have to get all that stuff taken care of.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I like that. Did you record that here?
Yeah, JB recorded it. He sent the tracks to JB.
This is one of those nights I don't wanna be alone. Can you come over, baby? We can't do this through the phone. You bring the mood. I'll make the atmosphere. You can be anywhere, but it's much better.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my
Beautiful.
goodness.
It took me. I was gone. It just.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm seeing this song actually in the soundtrack for a film.
Oh, okay. Well, you make the film. You got the soundtrack right there, buddy.
Yeah, we can do that. I
Well,
love that
that
song.
is Grown
Thank you.
and Sexy Lullabies. And Dee, we can get this
It's on all the online stores.
CD Baby,
CD
Amazon,
Baby, iTunes,
iTunes,
And all the
Spotify,
bootleg online stores too. They have
and
bootleg.
the bootleg man.
They have bootleg online stores too. Online bootleg stores. They-
Wow.
bootlegger near you, huh? Well, Dee, we said that all our guests on this show, I'm going to give all your Facebook friends a chance to ask you a question.
Okay.
So we took some questions and we put them in a bag and
Do you have any idea how many Facebook friends you have?
that you have.
Pick a number.
I think it's like 3,000 something.
Ooh, my goodness.
3,000.
Well, if I'm a friend and I have 3,000, then you have 6,000.
That's true.
Anthony has 50,000. So you add that.
No, not that much.
It grows
Maybe-
and grows.
maybe 30,000.
Shake it up, Anthony.
Gonna shake this up here.
All right.
Okay. And you done put your hand in the grab bag.
I don't think.
And you
I
have
hope
to
a
answer.
snake
You
isn't
have to
coming.
There's
answer
no snake
it.
in there. And you gotta answer it.
That's
you want me to read
one.
it?
Let's see. I'll read it for you. Okay. It says, "What is your favorite food?"
Good question.
I have a favorite meal: steamed spinach, sliced tomato, hot water cornbread, boiled egg.
Hot water cornbread.
Hot water cornbread.
She
I haven't
gets to
had that
pick
one.
another
I
question.
haven't had hot water cornbread. You gotta make that.
Hot water cornbread.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
No.
You make that in a frying
It's been in
pan,
the
right?
fire, yeah.
Yeah, water and corn. Yeah, my mom used
She's
to
the
do
chef
that.
in the family here, so she's gonna tighten me up a bit. You gonna tie me up with some hot water?
I don't know how good it's gonna be, but we'll
y'all
try it.
collaborate.
Pick another question.
All right, we got another one here for you. All right, kick it a little bit. There you go. Let me read that one.
Yeah.
Says you get a car.
And you, and you, and you.
Oh, I wish I got this question. Okay, what is your favorite movie?
Black Orpheus.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Oh my gosh, nobody
Black
talks
Orpheus.
about that movie. I love
My favorite
that
all time. I've seen
movie.
it over 100 times.
Oh my goodness. Sidney
Wow.
Poitier.
No.
You know what? I always thought, you know what? I know it's not him, but I always say Sidney, and that man reminds me of Sidney Poitier. But
He
who is
reminds
he?
me of, his name is Nello, Barry Nello, I think. But it's no, it's Nello.
And I have to look at.
Yeah.
They used to show that movie a lot late at night, and now I haven't seen it in
He
years.
wasn't a professional actor. He was actually a soccer player.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
They got him to play that part. Yeah.
Because he didn't have many lines. He was running a lot through the movie.
That came out a while.
He
What year
was,
did that
he
come
was.
out? That was a
He
while
came out
ago.
Originally in '59.
Yeah.
But I love the music in there. That's
I'm
where
thinking
the
of the early
song,
60s.
da da
Yeah.
a lot of jazz song, a lot of jazz music came out of that movie. I love it, love it, love it.
Well, I'm so glad you know that movie. Thank you so much. Thank you. A lot of people don't watch foreign films.
I have don't laugh, but I have a cassette copy of Black Orpheus,
I
of the
do
whole
too.
movie.
I do too, VHS. But I have it on DVD also.
I have it on a cassette tape.
Wow.
I'm not laughing.
It's a good movie. That's a classic.
It really
And I
is.
prefer it actually in Portuguese. I don't like it when they translate it into
Oh,
English.
okay.
I like to hear the purity of the natural voice. And so that Portuguese, I love that version.
Wow, Black Orpheus.
You know
Well,
what I want to ask you, it's not from the question, it's not from here. I just want to know, you're so well-rounded and so, worldly, do you speak other languages?
No, not actually. I speak a little bit. I speak a little French, just a little bit, just enough to let you know that I don't know what I'm talking about. But it works. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to shake this up for you. A couple of questions up in here.
Okay.
There we go. Got a nice pretty bag for you.
and
Pick the
you have
question
to
out of.
answer them.
You got to answer it. You can't back out now. Be brave.
Okay, here
Be
we go.
brave.
Okay, let's see here. Where do you get your inspiration to write songs?
Music. Whenever I hear the music, the words come. And the music tells me what to say. It sets the tone. It sets the emotion. It sets whether it's going to be happy or sad, but it comes directly from the music.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Nice.
And on the other hand, one second, on the other hand, sometimes I write a song before I hear the music. So that's a different process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Yeah,
when
sometimes
when
if you have
the words
if you have a
there.
story to tell, sometimes I have a story to tell, but it comes from the poetry. I write a poem and then I convert it to a song. Those are the ones I do before I hear the music. But once I hear the music, that's a completely different process. It comes from the words come from the music.
Is it easier to write from the music? You know, to hear the music first.
I
and
think
then
that's
write?
easier. I think that's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me.
All right, let's do this again. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. Okay, Miss D. Let's see what you got for me.
Here you go.
All right. Oh, I should put my glasses on for this one. I can see it. Well, the question is, do you have any children?
Yes, I do. I'm the proud mother of 2 daughters. I have 2 daughters, 2 son-in-laws, and a slew of grandchildren.
A slew.
And I love them all.
All right, amen.
And your daughter has a very unique name.
One daughter is named Apple, and one is named Rainbow.
Nice.
Isn't that something?
Apple and rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh, it is so cute. I love the names.
Thank you.
Well, Dee, do you think you can give us a poem?
Yes, I can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I can.
Well, so tell us what you need.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a piece called White Grand Prix. So I would like to go and get the White Grand Prix, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. This piece is called White Grand Prix. I want you to imagine that this is a car. We'll call it a white car. In fact, we'll call it a White Grand Prix. This piece describes what happens when you judge a book by its cover. Strap on your seatbelts and take this ride with me. There he stood, God in flesh. He was so cool. And the brother had a white Grand Prix. Yes, he did, y'all. He wasn't my style at all. Super flat curls, superficial mind. Not my kind. But he had a white Grand Prix. White on white and white. Yes, he did, y'all. He came on to me with a line that I've used today.
Do I know you?
I'd laugh in his face as I walked away.
Can I get to know you?
But I was young, and I was kinda dumb. I knew that everything he told me was a lie, but I believed everything his pretty mouth said.
Girl, you are so fine.
Know why? 'Cause the brother had a white Grand Prix. Sing it.
Wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out.
I wanna get
Now
out.
you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get
I can't get
You wanna get in,
out.
now you can't get out. You wanna get
And
in,
he
now you
was
can't
a
get out.
good-looking man. He was tall and slim. He wore flowing white pants and an airy white shirt. He had perfectly pearly white teeth. And all of this was on a backdrop of smooth, glistening ebony skin. And the brother had a white Grand Prix. Ooh-wee! He was the kind of man that was hard to describe. He used classic lines like, "Where you been all my life, girl?" And "I'm not like other men. I'm different. Really, I am."
I'm not lying. I mean every word I say.
How was I to know? They were lines he rehearsed time after time after time. Blew my mind. You know why? 'Cause the brother had a white Grand Prix. Now my young dumb mind said, just how can this be? A brother as fine as this wants little old me? So I accepted this ride from Mr. Grand Prix. I was pulled into this sly Grand Prix.
You wanna ride?
I was lured into this slick Grand Prix. I was sucked into this wicked Grand Prix.
Get it.
Sing it.
Wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out.
I wanna get
Now
out.
you can't get out. You wanna get in, now you can't get out.
I can't get out.
Now you can't get out. You wanna get
Now
in,
his Grand
now you
Prix
can't get out.
was the fast lane. Am I going insane? I had never had a ride like this. Let me out, brother. Please let me out.
Get out. Why you want to get out?
But he drove me until he decided to stop. Slow your roll, brother. Slow your roll and let me out of this Grand Prix ride. Set me free from this Grand Prix ride. I just want to get out this Grand Prix ride. I can't handle it, brother. Let me out.
I won't hurt you, girl.
I don't deserve this, brother. Let me out. This is not a good thing. I just want to get out. Please let me out. Let me out. Please let me out. Let me out. That's what happens when you judge a book by its cover. Thank you.
Oh man, that was
Wow.
great.
Thank you. Thank
That was
you. Thank
wonderful.
you, guys. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes.
And I can I say that I am so honored to be your first guest, and I am so proud of you guys. This is amazing. I like to see visionaries. That's what you all are. Very, very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, Dee, thank you so much for being our first guest. And before, we need to bring you back on. Dee has so many things going on. This
Right.
talented lady, she even has some movies that she's working on and that she directed. Tell us a little bit before you go.
Well, my movies are based on my poems, like the songs are. The first one was called The Healing House. No, it was called It's Never Too Late. It described a homeless man, but it backtracked and showed how he became homeless from childhood until the point where he became homeless. The second one is called The Healing House, and it's about domestic violence and offers some reasons behind it and possible solutions. The third one is it's called Heavy Hitters. It's about stepping. It's not about stepping. It's set in the world of stepping. It's a romantic drama, a lot of romance, but it's set in the world of stepping. Those are the three.
You know, I remember Leon. Wasn't Leon in one of your short films?
No, his name was Cal Cawthon, but he reminds everybody
Oh, yeah,
of
he
Leon.
looks just like him.
Yeah, he's a very good actor. Yeah.
Well, this lady, like I said, she is doing a lot. Please support her in all that she's doing. Buy the CDs. They're all on CD Baby, Amazon, iTunes, Black Pearls, Grown Up Lullabies, Woman Flower. Get them all.
And let me do a little shameless plug here. I have an event called the People Cafe. It's an all-night jam session. And we're working on our 10th anniversary, 10 years. It's a milestone. And we're having a celebration on November 6th, Friday, November 6th. So if anybody is around at that time, if this show's at that time, please come out. Get the information from Jasmine.
Oh, yeah, it's an all-night jam session. Well, we used to go all night.
We used to go all night. We had to
All
change when
night.
we started going out to other facilities. But let me give Jasmine a shameless plug. JB and I wrote a song. JB did the music. I wrote the words and called it the People Cafe. And I described a magical place where people can go and just enjoy food, fellowship, music all night long. And then Jasmine came up with a bright idea and said, we can do that for real.
let's do it right here in your house.
She was just talking about
And it
she was-
worked.
She was telling me about
It
that.
worked. So I have to give her credit for making us do it for real. So thank you,
Right.
Jasmine.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great time. It's the biggest jam session ever. So you don't want to miss that every first Friday.
So 10 years later, we're still here.
And the 10-year
That's right.
anniversary
It'll,
is
it'll
coming
be
up.
my
So
first time checking it out
you
too.
don't
Yeah.
want to miss that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of this, okay?
Thank
All right.
you,
Thank you,
Dee.
love.
All right.
And you got to come back.
I'll talk about that later. It's
And,
another story.
Little Anthony wants you to come back.
Oh, I will, little Anthony. Let me get that little ear hug. All right.
All right. Well, this was a fabulous show. We had a fabulous time with the lovely and interesting and talented Miss Dee Robinson. Thank you for being with us.
Yes,
Dee, you have to come back. You have a lot more stories to tell us. So, but I have one more thing. I always have one more thing. And I have a little surprise for Jasmine.
Me?
Yes.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I want that surprise to come on out right now. And happy birthday
Oh.
to At Home with AJ.
Oh,
This is our first show,
thank you, Daryl.
and it is our birthday show. And I wanted to just say happy birthday to you and I,
Oh my goodness.
and little Anthony as well. Little Anthony came to us a year ago, and hey, happy birthday to us, Jasmine.
Thank you. Oh.
Happy birthday, darling.
Mm.
Can blow the candles out together.
That is awesome.
Let's blow the candles
Oh,
out
come
together.
on. Let's make a wish. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Remember to tune in every week. We will be here at Home with AJ. Again, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter. You can find us on Facebook at Anthony Jasmine. You can find us on Twitter at Home with AJ. You can also find us on Instagram, again, at Home with AJ. If you want to get a hold of us or be on the show, you can write to our email. That's AnthonyJasmine 5659 at yahoo.com. We'll see you next time, y'all. Goodbye.
That's right. Where vision
Oh, yeah. And reality come
come
together.
together.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.